Size and length than you're used to seeing a Pac-12 opponent take on opening night. Mobley gets it to drop. Mobley. Bottom.
Man, those guys are spaced and they get it. They're letting it fly.
Peterson and a one-hand slam from Evan Mobley.
This should be really good this year. So other guys are going to have to step up for UCLA.
3 minutes without a bucket until that falls for Evan Mobley.
Low 40s.
Edey hit the tying three in regulation. He gets it to Evan, who pads his stats. He's got 21.
On the weak side. Good win to a cutting Mobley. There's his first field goal.
Well, with a different lineup out there.
There it is. Evan to Whites to get a contested rebound.
Look at him just glide down the court.
Lobs it for Agbong Polo.
Another 2 to go here first half. George rejected by Mobley.
Good little dump down. 3 defenders converge, but that's what we expected from Evan Mobley. That ability.
USC continues to do a good job defensively. Mobley spins, flips it up and in. The Hawks.
Which was a bit of a surprise to a lot of people.
Mobley gets that one off the glass.
Mad about. I think it's hard because even as you go a decade.
Away we go. Good look inside. Peterson immediately feed inside. Isaiah Mobley gives out to younger brother Evan. Jump stop, turns, flips it up and in. Mobley puts it on the floor, hangs and hits. Inside, had it rejected.
About that on the Zoom with us today about his mentor. He's an assistant with Mike at Stanford. Nice play off the inbounds.
What ball movement.
And Evan Mobley finally.
Which Joe Lacob was really interested in.
Whoa, nice play.
One time.
Boy, they've had some really nice, very good set plays off timeouts and out of bounds.
Comfort to champions.
And she is. That's what she is. The greatest champion in this conference.
When there's one defender and make that defender make a decision. Beautiful.
Oh, Evan Mobley crashing. Owned a franchise, Jennifer Azzi, the great Stanford legend.
Yourself, great ball fake. What a pass.
Nice dump down. Wow.
And these 2 young players struck an Australian not knowing if they can come after the school made a commitment to them and the country made it.
On the road, have to come out with a great start. Beautiful drive.
Nice drive and reverse.
Absolutely over the top.
There's Mobley in for the finish and one.
London played for USC in the UCLA game.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my gosh. Look at that play. Come on.
Bill, in 1955, how many in this San Francisco wins the national title starting 3 black players? I'm going to give Jeff some love here after this coming timeout.
We got a timeout coming. How do you know?
Evan Mobley.
He's originally from Overland Park, Kansas.
Isn't that where the NCAA used to be? Agbong Polo, here we go. Beautiful pass. Major successfully comeback after torn Achilles tendon. We have been rocking ever since. Beautiful pass. Throw it down, Evan.
Tried to take the game over and did late. And again, there's a tremendous pass, but a block.
And there's Mobley.
After the next media timeout, which would be a 12.
And there's Evan Mobley.
And Jay, the second foul on Baker. He's gone to the bench. Mobley with a strong move inside. Counted and a foul. Peterson 2-man game with Mobley. Mobley elevates and scores.
And his defense on Akinjo has been really good. Really bothered Arizona's guards.
Edey with a pull-up and the follow by Mobley. Good pass. Right inside. Mobley with a slam.
They're working hard in the half-court set for even any opportunity to look at the basket.
Corner 3, which is the one that has become kind of the go-to 3. That Mobley got a piece of a foul line jumper.
There it is.
And then finishes.
He touches the ball, 2 people come to him.
And there he makes something happen.
Wilkins, who was born 61 years ago in Paris. Throw it down. I just know, the guy that yelled a lot. And he played against all of our children, and it was a battle all the way to the end. What a remarkable...
Zion pulling with the basketball and 8 to shoot against Isaiah Mobley. Up and under. Oh, Evan got it.
Protect the paint. We'll give up the 3. Move the ball offensively. wisely kicked it out to a wide open guy at the three-point line. That's beautiful right there. Great defense by Pickett.
Mobley, no, Evan, yes.
We're going for 100 tonight.
Here's Evan Mobley, screen and roll, and the finish.
Tapped by Green. Mobley to Mobley. Look out.
This FC UCLA game's one of those, because if I'm not doing it, I'm watching it.
Raced it all, locked in on defense. Evan takes it to him. Jaime Jaquez or someone, that's both Mobleys.
Our league this year rocks is there's a group of 4 that are really good at the top.
Racing up the floor, Drew Peterson. Noah Bauman in the game. Transfer from San Jose State. Terrific three-point shooter.
Unfortunate.
And now the baseball pass as the Cougs are looking to press and one. A disastrous sequence for Washington State.
I got some special dirt for you here today. You ever had a bad
Anderson
back?
driving. Nice pass by Anderson to Mobley for the dunk.
Well, that's because normally you just ignore my question.
What a pass to Mobley for the throwdown to tie the game.
To the foul line. It's going to be important to try to play physical.
Evan Mobley in the key. And the rebound, Isaiah Mobley lost it. Picked up by Evan Mobley, and he rams it home. And swatted by Evan Mobley.
Doesn't usually miss those. He was wide open for the three.
A three from Evan Mobley. And stepping out, just his 7th three-pointer of the season. Spinning is Evan Mobley. That's too good.
Pointers or free throws, that's been a challenge for him. It's been an adventure.
Ticks throughout the course of a basketball game.
You know, that's wow, good finish.
Peterson to drop off and the slam for Evan Mobley.
A swing on you, but if you're not the most talented guy, you've got to be productive.
Go straight up, no shot blocking there.
12 player of the year, the freshman in Mobley, who's got it here. The 7-footer can hit from out there.
Pass high-low. Here they are in the ball screen setting. So tough.
Mobley, second try coming. Length, athleticism they have. Mobley hops into the lane, fades away, and knocks it down. Blossoms.
Yeah, against UConn and Colorado. There you go. That's the offense that USC wants to run.
Edie hurried it up before, then stopped. Bounce it off for Mobley. 1-on-2. Left hand drops it in.
Okay. 1-point leaders. Mobley in the paint. Fires underneath to his brother Isaiah.
Has made them believe in themselves. What a brilliant hire to bring in Mick Cronin.
Anderson wide open.
Point guard position, so critically important, has been dominated by the Trojans tonight.
Stevenson double figures 7 of his last 8 games. Once again, Mobley rather the one-hand flush.
And score for him.
Mobley over Sorn. Mobley taking on Sorn right off the glass. White the lob and the finish above the rim by Evan Mobley.
Probably should have shot it because once Evan Mobley gets there, it's too late. Boom!
Another one above the rim for Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley can put the ball on the floor. Evan Mobley over everybody.
Undervalued scorers out there on the floor right now. He doesn't get a lot of attention, but he really can score.
Alley-oop and the dunk by Evan Mobley.
This road trip, it's a tough game no matter who you are. Job on the glass, but here they find themselves in a 4-point game.
Stepping out is Evan Mobley, an 8-0 run for the Sun Devils. Mobley's first points.
Both teams right now just have an easy flow going.
Evan Mobley to finish.
ASU, they will throw it to the open shooter.
Freshman of the year and a runaway. 7 points, 4 assists in the first half, and there he is, shooting a 3. Back injury. Marcus Bagley is out with an ankle injury as Evan Mobley stepping out, beating the shot clock. I'm going to take Osaka. But again, I'm saying whoever wins.
Didn't go in. Now, we've been spoiled by having a great pass inside. Maturity with Isaiah, not getting caught up in the hype of his brother, maybe not getting the attention, and then bring Tabellas off of a cross screen into the post.
Mobley just so long. Here's Evan Mobley. A hook shot is there, and he's fouled. Mobley catch and shoot. He's got a three. Over the final 3 minutes, but not out of the realm of possibility. Evan Mobley drops it in. 18 points, 7 assists.
You better believe he had this one circled. Now I'm not gonna say, I can't say circle.
They're not making winning choices in terms of efficiency. Tim Duncan, as we see Peterson maneuvering and playmaking initially, and then does throw it away. Peterson, lob it up. Oh, slam it down. Mobley on the outside. Showing off the ball handling, nearly stripped, does get it back, and that is just too easy. Sustained success. Yeah, and Dana Altman year to year adjusts, adapts.
Everything goes through Florida State. They are a juggernaut.
Tajidi trying to get on the board. And he's played very well recently, but he misses. Here he is in the lane. Technicals from a Tad Boyle team. That tonight their emotions have spilled over a little bit.
He can't allow himself to be guarded by a 6'3" guard.
Evan Mobley.
Like it's one of those nights so far for the Cardinals. Evan Mobley with the flush. That Stanford was leading much of it. And Mobley again with the flush. Give me a sec. Let me get my data man on. Got to get that ball to the weak side. Mobley with the jumper. Evan just inside the free throw line.
Kick out. This is Tajidi. Now to Evan Mobley, baseline jumper and a friendly bounce.
Here isn't a bad guy as long as he has a little room to operate.
Evan Mobley are going to be in the big dance, but still so much left to be determined. Now to Evan Mobley, forces the issue over the top of Etienne.
Marcus pushed him out 17 feet away.
Mobley, that's a long two.
Suddenly the word starts going, he needs to be more aggressive. Like right here, like right there. All right, so USC over the top. Mobley, there you go. Able to get the ball out of Mobley.
Defense by Brandon Carlson.
All right, look at this. Well, that's what Mobley showed his side.
You got to get the ball to Evan Mobley here.
And Mobley in. Look at that finish.
Not every team wins. Beautiful penetration and dish.
Evan Mobley. Ethan Anderson lets it go. Long rebound to Evan Mobley.
Great.
And Evan Mobley takes care of it solo.
Please, you score on offense.
Here's Mobley going to take the jumper, banks it in. Jordan Brown. Edey in the paint.
Great defense by De Silva.
Mobley knocks down the perimeter shot. Here's Anderson to Mobley.
Penetration.
And how about Mobley?
Take this jumper in your face.
Here's Evan Mobley. Good.
Great. Parquet.
He has not scored in this game. Parquet doing a great job again. Mobley beautifully done.
A nice run. 20-point games after 21 against Wichita State. Noah Bauman getting his first run in the corner. There is Evan Mobley. 37 remaining in this first half. Yesufu on the move, dropping a shoulder. Mobley
Took his time, poise, patience paid off.
Wow, what a finish! Transfer as well. There's a scramble. There's Mobley. Spring spree inside.
Peterson. Slam down.
The latest miss. Evan Mobley goes to work. Book it. 18-12 USC. Hard cut to the rim.
Little save.
Nice cut.
Evan. There you go. Evan Mobley puts it down. Key guy for them.
Nice cross and pass.
There you go.
Some offensive rebound in here with size up front.
That rattles out. There's Eric Mobley.
Take advantage of angles. Speaking of angles, he does a nice job with the turnaround here. He's got a jump hook in that lane. Don't get into the flow. Yep, a little gamble sellout.
Look at it. Oh, my goodness.
Right here on defense. Just expose the interior right there. Wow, what a finish with two hands. Wow, shot blocker, that's incredible.
High school player of the year in Los Angeles. And Mobley was the #1 player in all of high school basketball a year ago. Nice spin move for two. Now at 23 for the Bulldogs. High, and here we go.